Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
That the screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
PPT, that is classification of forces. Okay. Can you tell me what we have discussed in the last class? In the last class, we have seen the Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, just I will open that for now. Okay, in the last class we have seen this one. So in the PPT there was a small mistake and I have corrected in the last class only. So what was the Newton's law of gravitation? That is, every body attracts the other body. The force of attraction between any two bodies is directly proportional to their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Correct? So this sentence was missing in the last PPT. Is it correct now? So I have dictated you in the correct way. Okay. कौन सा है दोनों body? First body is its mass is m1. Second body its mass is m2, and the force of attraction between these two is maybe f1 or f2. Okay. This force is directly proportional to product of m1 and m2. Product of m1 and m2. M1 and M2, and inversely proportional to square of the distance between those two objects or those two bodies. Okay. Next, this when you remove the proportionality, there will be a constant, that is proportionality constant, which is denoted as capital letter G. F is equal to G into M1 into M2 divided by D square. What is G is called as? This is universal gravitational constant. This was we have discussed in the last class. Okay. So we have seen the force and we have seen the characteristics of force in the last class. Is it clear, all of you, what we were discussing in the last class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. In the last class, we have seen this one also. Classification of forces. There are basically two types, that is coplanar and non-coplanar. Again, coplanar is again classified as concurrent and non-concurrent, collinear, non-collinear, parallel, non-parallel. And again in parallel system, there is like parallel and unlike parallel. Okay. So this one we will study in detail one by one now. Okay. First we will see collinear force system. Is it visible? Collinear force system.
Yes, sir.
Collinear force system में क्या हो जाएगा? See, when the line of action of all the forces of a system act along the same line, this force system is called as collinear force system. So this is a force system. So there is a P1 force, P2 force, and P3 force. All the, yes, please mute all of you. Roll number 32, Vivek Kale, please mute yourself. Vivek Kale. Vivek Kale, please mute yourself. Okay. Collinear force system means, when see all of you, I am giving warning to all. So whenever you are in the class, please don't unmute. If you have any doubt or any queries, then only you have to unmute and tell. Or whenever we ask any doubt, or if I say tell me, okay, at that time you have to unmute and you have to say. In the meantime, you should be in the mute only, or else I will remove you from the class. Okay, see, P1 is one force, P2 is one force, P3 is one force. Correct. P1 का line of action कैसे रहता? That is in the horizontal line. P2 का भी horizontal line, P3 का भी horizontal line. So all these three line of action of forces are in the same line में है ना? Correct. That's why it is called as collinear force system. Collinear force system. Is it clear? What is collinear force system?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next. Coplanar force system. Coplanar means only one plane, either in the XY plane or YZ plane or ZX plane. See, if for example, I am taking X axis and Y axis. there are some kind of forces which are lying in the same plane, xy plane only. When the line of action of set of forces lie in a single plane is called as coplanar force system. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? कोप्लेनर. एक ही प्लेन में है ना, वो पैरेलल है क्या, नॉन पैरेलल है क्या, लाइक है क्या, अनलाइक है क्या, वो आई डोंट वांट. जस्ट आई वांट कोप्लेनर. एक प्लेन में है क्या नहीं. These all these PQS are in the XY plane only, same plane only. That's why it is called as coplanar force system. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is coplanar like parallel forces. See, coplanar means only one plane. Next, like parallel, like means only in one direction. See, definition goes like this. All the forces, all the forces are parallel to each other. All the forces are parallel to each other. Their line of action lie in a single plane. Their line of action lie in a single plane and are acting in the same direction. See, all these four forces are acting in one plane and their line of action of forces are in the parallel to each other and they are moving in a downward direction. एक ही डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, ओके, एंड एक ही प्लेन में है. दैट्स व्हाई and they are parallel to each other. This system of forces is called as coplanar like parallel forces. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next one is coplanar unlike parallel forces. कि इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? All the forces are parallel to each other. All the forces or the line of action of forces are parallel to each other. And their line of action lie in the single plane only. See, all the forces are parallel to each other and their line of action of forces are in the same plane only. That's why it is called a coplanar. But are they moving in the same direction? All the forces are moving in the same direction? No. The one is moving in a downward direction and another one is moving in the upward direction and are acting in the opposite direction. Then such a force system is called as coplanar unlike parallel forces. Coplanar unlike parallel forces. You have to understand that heading only. By the meaning of that heading only, you will understand what is the definition of that force system. Coplanar means एक ही plane. Okay. Unlike means they are not moving in a only one direction. They are opposite to each other. Parallel means all the line of action of forces are parallel to each other. Clear this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
फिगर भी क्लियर है ना आपको? डायग्राम, सभी डायग्राम क्लियर है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next one is coplanar concurrent force system. What is coplanar? Coplanar means एक ही प्लेन में. Concurrent मतलब क्या है? एक ही पॉइंट में. The line of action of all the forces are passing through same point and lie in a single plane is called as coplanar concurrent force system. See, this is one plane. Okay, this is called as coplanar हो गया. Next, there are कितने force है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 forces, and all the line of action of all these 5 forces are acting at this point only. Na? That's why it is called as concurrent force system. The line of action of all the forces are passing through the same point and lie in a same plane or single plane is called as coplanar concurrent force system. So you have to write this definition and you have to draw this diagram also. Next one is one minute. There is some chat box. There are some messages. There is. Okay, no problem. Okay, next is coplanar non-concurrent force system. See, the coplanar means all the forces are in the same plane. Non-concurrent means all the line of action of forces are not acting at the same point. Force system. Okay, see, the definition goes like this. The line of action of all the forces are not passing through the same point and lie in a single plane is called as coplanar non-concurrent force system. see the figure, this is the figure. Okay, ये क्या है, coplanar है but non concurrent है. All the line of action forces are lying in the same plane, एक ही plane में है ना, but all are not meeting in the one plane. That's why it is called as coplanar non concurrent force system. Is it clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See one more, non-coplanar but parallel forces. See, the definition goes like this: all the forces are parallel to each other. All the forces are parallel to each other, and their line of action of forces do not lie in same plane. Non-coplanar means there are different planes, correct? There are different planes. It is not in a one same plane. And parallel, all the forces are in the same parallel to each other. All the forces are parallel to each other, and their line of action of forces do not lie in the same plane. Such a system is called as non-coplanar parallel forces. This is the non-coplanar, but all the forces are parallel to each other. Okay, this is the figure for the non-coplanar parallel forces. And one more is non-coplanar but concurrent force system. All the forces are not acting in the same plane, but they are acting at the same point. Is called as non-coplanar concurrent forces. So the definition goes like this: all the forces do not lie in the same plane. Okay, but their line of action passes through a single point. Then such a force system is called as non-coplanar concurrent force system. The figure is like this. This is non-coplanar but concurrent force system. Okay, this is x axis, y axis, z axis. Okay, all the forces are starting from this same origin, but they are moving in other direction. This is the example for the non-coplanar concurrent forces. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after this class I will upload this video. Yes, any doubt? किसी को डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हैं. Yes, anyone?
शेवटची डेफिनेशन परत सांगा की.
डेफिनेशन ना, कौन सा
नॉन कोप्लेनर कनकरेंट फोर्स.
हाँ, नॉन कोप्लेनर. इन देखो, प्लेनर मतलब क्या है, ये सेम ही प्लेन में रहता. नॉन कोप्लेनर मतलब एक ही प्लेन नहीं रहता, दूसरा इट इज मोर देन वन प्लेन रहता. ओके, बट कंकरेंट मतलब क्या है, एक ही पॉइंट में एक्ट होता रहता. ओके, सो सी दिस, इधर देखो, इधर एक्स एक्सिस, वाई एक्सिस, जेड एक्सिस, दिस इज आल्सो नॉन कोप्लेनर. अभी देखो, हाँ दिस इज एक ही प्लेन है ना, एक एक्स एक्सिस है, एक वाई एक्सिस है, मींस एक ही प्लेन नहीं. दिस इज आल्सो एक एक्स एक्सिस, एक वाई एक्सिस, मींस दिस इज एक ही प्लेन है. बट हियर एक्स, वाई, जेड, इट मींस इट इज इन three direction, it is in a space, or you can call it is non coplanar, एक ही प्लेन में नहीं वो. Okay, so this is also एक x axis, y and z, so it is also not in a one plane, it is more than one plane. more than one plane में है तो non coplanar बोलते, और not in the same plane, एक ही प्लेन में नहीं तो उसको भी non coplanar बोलते. बट concurrent मतलब क्या है, but all the forces are acting at the same point, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, concurrent. So non-coplanar concurrent कैसे होता, all the forces do not lie in a same plane, means do not lie in a same plane, but the line of action of the all the forces pass through the single point. इसको क्या बोलते हैं, that is non-coplanar concurrent forces. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after the lecture I will upload this video in the YouTube, so in the diary, teaching diary, so you can just write all these definition and also figure. I think in the last class you have taken the definition chart, correct? You have taken this one, this figure you have taken, no?
Yes, sir.
Same figure only I have to give.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the characters, the same, whatever here there are the four system, the four system only I have here, I have individually I have written. Okay, the same thing only I have written for the sake of understanding. Okay,
सर नोट्स
कौन सा नोट्स, मैं इस क्लास में डिक्टेट कर रहे हैं ना. दिस इज ओके, यू हैव टू राइट दिस वन, ऑल द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ फोर्सेस. मैंने इधर लिखा है ना, कोलिनियर, कोप्लेनर, यू हैव टू राइट दिस. सो इट इज द वीडियो विल बी अपलोडेड इन द YouTube, okay, in your teaching diary. So you have to again watch it and you have to write the definition of this one. Okay, diagram also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next one is non coplanar, non concurrent. Non coplanar मतलब क्या है? एक ही प्लेन में नहीं हो, एक ही प्लेन में नहीं. Non concurrent मतलब क्या है? They are not acting at the same point. It is means what? It is non coplanar, non concurrent force system. See the definition. All the forces do not lie in the same plane. All the forces do not lie in the same plane. Do not lie in the same plane मतलब different plane में है. And their line of action do not pass through the single point. See, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. Then is it a coplanar or non-coplanar?
नॉन कोप्लेनर.
नॉन कोप्लेनर हो गया. सो इसका लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्सेस लेते. सो ऑल दीज आर एक्टिंग एट द सेम पॉइंट. एक ही पॉइंट में मीट हो रहा है क्या ऑल दीज लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ दीज फोर्सेस? नो.
नो सर.
No, sir.
It means this is an example
sir.
for the non-coplanar, non-concurrent force system. Okay, you have to write this with a heading and you have to write the definition. You have to draw the diagram also. This is very important for the examination point of view. Define force and what I write the classification of forces. It is for the 6 to 8 marks in your exam. So write it as an important question. Classification of forces. Okay, you have to write all the definition. First you have to draw the flow chart. Flow chart होने के बाद you have to write each one. Co-linear क्या है? Coplanar means what? Non-coplanar, concurrent. Everyone you have to write the definition and you have to draw the diagram also. Okay, important question. Clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Till now, what are the laws we have learned? Up till now, what are the laws we have learned? We have learned the Newton's laws of motion. Okay, first, second, third we have learned. Next, we have learned the Newton's law of gravitation. We have seen. Okay. Next, we have seen the law of momentum. We have seen. Correct. Similarly, there is one more principle or law of transmissibility of forces. So, आप क्या करिए सब लोग 2 पेज छोड़ दीजिए. ये क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ फोर्सेस क्लियरली लिखने के लिए 2 पेज छोड़ के नेक्स्ट लाइन पेज में ये लिखिए. Principle or law of transmissibility of forces. Just write down this one. All of you read this one. Law of principle or law of transmissibility of forces. Law of transmissibility of force. Have you written the heading?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Read this statement. All of you read this statement so that I will explain. आप लिखने के बाद आपको समझ में आएगा what is this statement. All of you written into inverted comma में लिखिए. The state of rest or uniform motion or uniform motion of a rigid body is unaltered if the point of application of the forces is transmitted to any other point along the line of action of the force, along the line of the action of the force. Okay, have you written, all of you? What is the law of transmissivity of forces? Okay, all of
Yes,
you draw
sir.
this diagram. Draw this diagram. Only this diagram. Draw a rigid body. ऐसे body draw करिए. Draw the एक line of action of force. Draw. There is one arrow mark force F at a point A, and there is a force F at a point B. This force F A and B should be in the same line. A and B should be in same line. Okay, I will explain. Just see here what it says. This law of transmissivity of forces statement: the state of rest or the uniform motion of a rigid body is unaltered. Means, so this is a one body. Is it in moving or is it in static? It is in static. Okay, it means it is the state is rest condition or of uniform motion. See, the body is in uniform motion. Okay, it is moving. It is in uniform motion. So this is what is saying. So the state of a rest or the uniform motion is unaltered. Means it will not change. It will not change if the point of application of the force is transmitted to any other point along the line of the action of the force. See, अभी मैंने ऐसे force डाल दिया. Okay, this is body static में है. All of you look at them. The body is in the static condition. मैंने एक force डाल दिया. So इधर force डाले तो भी ठीक है, हाँ, इधर force डाले तो भी ठीक है, और if I apply the force in this direction, इधर तो भी ठीक है, but the body is in the static only. It will not change. Okay, that is what he's saying. See, in the figure there is a one body. This is one rigid body. Okay, I will draw a line AB. So I will apply the force F. ये बॉडी को F फोर्स अप्लाई कर देना. इधर डाले तो भी ठीक है, इधर डाले तो भी ठीक है, इधर डाले तो भी ठीक है. द इफेक्ट विल नॉट चेंज. अभी देखो, थिंक दैट देयर इज एक बॉडी, इधर एक फोर्स डाल दिया. फोर्स डालने के बाद ये फोर्स बॉडी ऐसे मूव हो जाता है. ओके, इधर डाले तो भी ठीक है, नहीं तो ये फोर्स निकाल के इधर डाल दो. इधर डाले तो भी ये बॉडी विल मूव इन द सेम डायरेक्शन. इधर डाल दो, इधर डाले तो भी ये बॉडी विल मूव इन द सेम डायरेक्शन. Okay, this is what is saying the law of transmissivity of forces. See, the state of rest or of uniform motion of a rigid body is unaltered. It will not change if the point of application of the force, is transmitted to any other point along the line of action of the force. अभी एक फोर्स F इधर A में अप्लाई हो गया. A is the point of application of फोर्स. अभी इसका लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्स कैसे है ना, A to B. सो अभी पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन इधर था. इन केस इफ आई अप्लाई द फोर्स F इधर, दैट इज अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ओनली, बट द डिफरेंट पॉइंट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन अभी इधर डाल दिया. इट इज अलोंग द फोर्स ऑफ लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्स ओनली, बट इन डिफरेंट पॉइंट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन. इधर F में डाल दिया, ऐसे ही डाल सकते, बट इट विल नॉट चेंज द इफेक्ट. ये बॉडी को जो होना है ना, that will affect. Okay, but it will not change any other. Suppose अभी देखो, इधर एक बॉडी है, इन्होंने क्या कर रहे हैं, he is pushing the body. Okay, he is inside, he is pushing. Okay, when he will come outside and he will pull it. सी इनसाइड है क्या है, इनसाइड जाके ऐसे पुश किए तो इट विल ओपन द डोर ऑफ दिस, द डोर विल ओपन. बाहर जाके पुल किया तो भी द डोर विल ओपन. करेक्ट. pushes and pulls, force and motion. Okay, see the explanation कैसे बोलते हैं. Let F be a force acting on the rigid body at a point A. At a point A, according to the law of transmissibility of force, this force has the same effect on the state of the body as the force F applied at point B. फोर्स एफ है ना, ए पॉइंट पे अप्लाई किया तो भी ये बॉडी को सेम इफेक्ट है. ये फोर्स बी पर अप्लाई किया तो भी इसका बॉडी का इफेक्ट सेम है. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट इज सेइंग. ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू राइट दिस वन. हैव यू रिटन दिस डायग्राम? हैव यू ड्रॉन?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
write
sir.
this explanation. Write this explanation. Let F be the force acting on a rigid body. Force acting on a rigid body at a point A. At a point A, full stop. According to the law of transmissibility, according to the law of transmissibility of force, this force has the same effect on the state of body as the force F applied at point B. At point B. At point B. All of you written? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
See, once again, I will just draw and I will explain this one. What is this law of transmissibility? Okay, so this is one एक body है. Okay, so there is a point A है. Okay, there is a point B है. Okay, this is a point B. So इसका line of action of force कैसे रहता? So this is the line of action. So here, if I apply the another force, if I apply force, इधर एक force apply करें, कहाँ पर? F is applied at a point A point. In case if you remove, okay, if I remove, इधर रिमूव करके इधर डाल दिया मैंने फोर्स. ओके, इधर डाल दिया. सो इधर डाले तो भी ठीक है. और इफ यू अप्लाई द फोर्स हियर, इट इज आल्सो ओके. और इफ यू अप्लाई द फोर्स इधर, एनीवेयर यू कैन अप्लाई, बट अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ अ फोर्स. वो इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. यू कैन अप्लाई द फोर्स, पॉइंट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन मे बी एनीवेयर, बट इट शुड बी अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्स. लाइन ऑफ एक्शन पर भी रहने का. Okay, you can change the point of application, but you cannot change the line of application. Okay, so the effect will be same. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See now, is it clear, visible? Same, whatever I have explained, that is also explained. This is one rigid body है. Okay, अभी फोर्स कहां पर डाल दिया? It is at this point. अभी F फोर्स ऐसा अप्लाई कर दिया. So this is the dotted line है ना? This is the line of application of force. So आपको F फोर्स इधर डाले तो भी the body will move in this direction. In case the same force is applied along the line of action, but the point of application is here. ऐसे डाले तो भी ये body ऐसे in this direction only it will move. Okay. However, the effect will be same. Okay. सी some more examples आपको understand होने के लिए this is one more best example है देखो. So what it will tell, so according to the law of transmissibility of force, ये एक body है. Okay, so the line of action of force is this is along the horizontal direction, but the point of application is here. ऐसे force डालने के बाद this will move in a forward direction. In case इधर मैंने अप्लाई नहीं किया, इधर रिमूव करके मैंने फोर्स इधर डाल दिया, सी इन द सेकंड फिगर, इधर फोर्स डाले तो भी क्या होता है, दिस बॉडी विल मूव इन द फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन. करेक्ट करेक्ट.
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो इफ यू अप्लाई द फोर्स इन दिस डायरेक्शन, ए फेस में डाले तो भी ठीक है, नहीं तो ए फेस में डाले तो भी ठीक है, बट इट शुड बी इन द अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्स. नेक्स्ट वन मोर एग्जांपल. सो दिस इज एल सेक्शन है. ओके, एल सेक्शन में है ना, इट इज इन द शेप ऑफ एल. सो अभी मैंने फोर्स इधर डाल दिया, ऐसे इंक्लाइन फोर्स है. इसका लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्स कैसे, सी द डॉटेड लाइन, दिस इज द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्स. अभी इधर फोर्स डाले तो भी इसका इफेक्ट क्या होता, ऐसे रोटेट होता. इनकेस आई ए फोर्स निकाल के इधर डाल दिया मैंने, इट इज अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ फोर्स में, इधर फोर्स डाले तो भी आपको ये रोटेट हो जाएगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट इधर एक स्फीयर है, ये स्फीयर क्या हो जाएगा, सी एक्सटर्नल फोर्स, आउटसाइड फोर्स है ना, ऐसे एक तीन फोर्स डाल दिया, तीनों फोर्स डाले तो भी इसका इफेक्ट दिस इज इक्वल टू, ये तीनों फोर्स सेंटर में डाले तो भी ठीक है. सो इसका से इफेक्ट इज सेम. सो दिस इज द प्योरली एग्जांपल फॉर द लॉ ऑफ ट्रांसमिसिबिलिटी ऑफ फोर्सेस. ट्रांसमिसिबिलिटी ऑफ फोर्सेस. क्लियर एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
ओके, आप यही डायग्राम भी निकाल दो. ड्रॉ दीज डायग्राम्स, एग्जांपल्स ऑफ ट्रांसमिसिबिलिटी ऑफ फोर्सेस. आपको क्लियर आइडिया आएगा. जस्ट ड्रॉ दिस डायग्राम. All of you draw this diagram. All of you draw this diagram. So तब तक मैंने अटेंडेंस ले आऊंगा. Who is बालाजी अनपुड़े? आपका रोल नंबर नहीं क्या, बालाजी अनपुड़े? रोल नंबर कितना आपका
है सर.
ऐसा क्या, कितना है जी, कितना,
हाँ.
हाउ मच योर रोल नंबर? रोल नंबर कितना है आपका?
8.
8 है ना. सो मेंशन करने का है आपका नाम के सामने. ओके, गो टू सेटिंग्स, चेंज योर नेम बिकॉज आई विल ट्रीट इट एज अ रॉन्ग. रोल नंबर 8 इज एब्सेंट. 8 है ना आपका? ओके, 1 2 3 4 5 6. रोल नंबर 7, roll number 7 is absent. 8 is present. 16 roll number absent. 18 19 absent. 19 present. 16
Sir, present.
15 present. 16 absent. 17 present. 18 is it present? 18 present नहीं, 16 present नहीं, 19 present है. Okay, 20 21 22 23 24. roll number 25 26 27 28 32. roll number 32 absent. 39. roll number 39 present. Okay, 40 41 42 41 42.
Sir, 38 present.
38 present. Okay, 30 40 42 absent. 43 present. 46 absent. 47 present. 52. roll number 52. Your last roll number is 63 है क्या, 64 है लास्ट रोल नंबर?
65.
65.
65. Okay, 64 and 65 is absent. See, I will call their absent roll numbers. Roll number 7, 16, 18, 25, 32, 41, 42, 46. Pass? What?
25.
25 is present. Okay. 32, 41, 42, 46, 52, 65, 64. Have you drawn this diagram? All of you have taken this diagram? सब लोग ठीक है?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So up till now, what all we have studied? Just recall what all we have studied from the day one. Starting classes से क्या study कर दिया? What is engineering? What are the branches of engineering? Means engineering mechanics क्या है? Okay. Engineering mechanics is broadly classified into how many parts? Yes, anyone? Engineering mechanics is broadly classified into 1, 2, 3.
3.
Three
types.
What are those?
Mechanics of rigid bodies.
Rigid bodies.
Mechanics of deformable bodies, mechanics of fluids.
Yes, very good. Mechanics of rigid body, mechanics of deformable bodies, and mechanics of fluids. Again, mechanics of rigid bodies has how many types?
2 types.
Two types. One is
Static.
static, and one more is dynamics.
Dynamics.
Okay. Again, dynamics has how many types?
2 types.
Two types. What are those?
Kinetics.
Kinematics.
Yes, very good. Kinetics and kinematics. Okay. After that, what we have studied? There are different basic technical terms. What are the terms we have studied? First is body, rigid body, elastic body. Next, distance, displacement,
Velocity,
velocity, acceleration,
acceleration, distance,
speed, next,
momentum,
momentum.
scalar quantity, vector quantity,
Next is
scalar quantity, vector
scalar
quantity,
quantities, vector quantities. Next is
difference,
difference between mass and weight. Okay.
Mass and weight.
Okay. Next,
force,
force. Okay. Next,
characteristics
the
motion,
characteristics of forces. Next, Newton's laws of motion.
joint,
Okay. Next, what we have studied?
law of conservation of momentum,
Yes, law of momentum. Okay. Next,
equation of motion,
equation of motions. Okay.
Now force.
Units of physical.
unit of
Units
physical
of
quantity,
physical, yes, physical quantity, that is fundamental units and derived units. Next,
yes.
next what?
Newton's law of gravitation,
Newton's law of gravitation. Okay.
then force,
Force. Next,
characteristics of force,
characteristics of force. Okay. Next, we have studied
classification
the
of force,
classification of forces. And after that one, law of transmissivity of forces.
transmissibility of forces.
Okay, so these all are the theoretical part. Okay, now we will come to the, so ऐसे में हमने बोल दिया force बोल दिया. So how it will act the force? How to find out the forces? Okay, एक body है. Okay, so this is एक body. इसके ऊपर इधर एक force है, इधर एक force है. दो force है अप्लाई हुए हैं. ये इसका इफेक्ट क्या होता? How to find out the resultant force? एक फोर्स से दूसरा फोर्स कैसे फाइंड आउट करने का? ओके, नाउ वी विल स्टडी इन डिटेल रेजोल्यूशन एंड रिजल्टेंट ऑफ फोर्सेस. ओके, सी फर्स्ट व्हाट इज रेजोल्यूशन मींस व्हाट इज रिजल्टेंट ऑफ मींस व्हाट. सो आवर हेडिंग इज व्हाट इज आवर चैप्टर का, व्हाट इज द यूनिट, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस यूनिट?
Resultant of coplanar forces.
Yes, resultant of coplanar forces. So we have to find out the resultant forces, okay, of the coplanar forces ka. So now we will study this one. Resolution means what? We have to, resolution means splitting the vector into a number of components. Okay, so think that there is a one force. Okay, एक planar system है. एक मिनट. So now think that there is a one planar system. Okay, this is one x-axis and this is one more. This is along x, or this is along the y. there is a one force. Okay, this is force F. I will take. This force is acting at an angle of theta with respect to horizontal. So I say a force है ना, this is going in somewhere. Okay, in the somewhere. I have to find out its x component and its y component. I have to find out the horizontal component or vertical component. The process is called as resolution. Splitting off. See, the definition goes like this. Resolution means the splitting of a vector. Vector means force. Splitting of a force vector into a number of its components. Means converting one force into many. एक force है, that एक force is converted into many forces. That is called as resolution. R means splitting. Resolution means splitting. Opposite. RS ऐसे याद रखने का shortcut. RS. Resolution means splitting, resolving into its component. Next, what is resultant? Resultant means what? It is a single vector or a force, single force, which gives the same effect as that of the system of forces. It means अभी एक ऐसे बॉडी है, इधर एक फोर्स अप्लाई कर दिया, इधर एक फोर्स अप्लाई होता है, इधर एक फोर्स है, ये तीनों फोर्स का व्हाट इज द इफेक्ट एक ही फोर्स पे फाइंड आउट करने का है. After applying the three forces, the body will move in this direction. It means this is the resultant. This resultant is, it is a single vector, single force. See, the resultant is a single vector or a single force which gives the same effect as that of a system of forces. Okay, if तीनों force, if I remove, if I apply the resultant force, this is same effect as that of the applied forces. It means converting many forces into one. इधर तीन forces है ना, ये तीनों forces convert करके एक ही force convert करने का. That is the resultant. Clear this point? What is resolution? Resolution is splitting. Resultant means it is combining, converting many forces into single force. A resultant force can be further resolved along the x-axis and y-axis. X-axis and y-axis. How to find out? See, consider this. This is one force. It's roll number 19. Just turn off your video. This is F14. This is the force. I have to convert its x-axis component and y-axis component. So how to find out that one? We will see this. So all of you read on this heading. All of you read on resolution and resultant. All of you read on this one. Resolution and resultant. Resolution and resultant. Resolution and resultant. So first one is resolution. Read on the side heading. Resolution. Resolution means splitting a vector into a number of components, bracket, inside the bracket, converting one force into many, Next line, resultant is a single vector or single force that it has a force only. Resultant is a single force which gives the same effect as that of a system of forces, inside the bracket, converting many forces into one. Okay, Okay, just we'll see next what is this one. Okay, don't write down anything, just concentrate on the explanation part. So resultant of parallel or collinear forces. Now tell me, is it parallel forces or collinear forces? Is it parallel or collinear?
Collinear.
Collinear.
Yes, can be. So this parallel or collinear forces can be done by a simple algebraic addition using a proper sign convention. इधर एक फोर्स है, इधर एक फोर्स है, इसका रिजल्टेंट जो कौन सा whose magnitude is more, the force will move in that direction. Okay, this magnitude is more, so the resultant is moving in this direction. So how to find out or not, we will study later. So there are some forces, magnitude is moving like this. Okay, some are moving in this direction, some are moving in this direction. So this can be converted into long x and y axis. If the body is moving in the inclined plane, so there will be normal forces, there will be resultant forces, weight of the body, everything will be resolved along x and y axis. So if there is a body, the body ko force I said inclined mein dal rahe, so how the body will move, okay, that will be seen in the x and y axis. Resolve kar sakte. Okay, so there are some sign conventions you have to remember. Okay, so how to remember sign convention? The force with the body, the force with force with the direction along the positive x-axis or positive y-axis is considered as a positive. Okay, the force which is moving in the positive x direction or positive y direction, the force is considered as positive. That is positive x direction matlab right hand side hai ke left hand side hai? Positive x direction. Okay, so if I take, this is the diagram, Cartesian coordinates. Okay, so just I will draw this diagram. Okay, this is one, this is one. Okay, this is the coordinate. Okay, how it will be the positive direction. So this is positive direction, x is positive, correct, and this is x is negative. Okay, now if the force is moving in this direction, is it positive direction or negative direction?
Positive.
Positive means the force is positive. If the force is moving in this direction, is it in negative direction, correct? It means
Yes.
the force is negative direction. If the, what about this one? This is y direction. Why is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Means the force is moving in the positive direction of the y, then it is called as it is positive. If the force is moving in the negative direction of the y, then the force is negative. So what he is saying, the force with the direction along the positive x-axis or the positive y-axis, then considered it is positive. That is upward or towards the right, RHS means right hand side force is called as it is positive. Then next second point is the force with the direction along the negative x-axis or negative y-axis, then considered to be negative. Okay, that is downward towards the left hand direction is considered it is negative. See, positive means what? It is moving in right hand side, correct? It is moving in right hand side and it is moving in upward direction. It means these two forces are positive direction. Okay, next, this is negative force. How negative force? It is in moving in the negative direction and it is moving in negative y direction. So these two are considered as negative forces. So this is the only direction you have to remember. Okay, so positive means either it should be moving in the positive x-axis or positive y-axis, right hand side or upward direction. If it is moving in the negative x-axis and negative y-axis or left hand side or downward, then it is negative. Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
draw this diagram.
Yes.
Next side heading, sign convention. Write this one, sign convention. Sign convention. Sign convention. First point, force with direction. Force with direction. Force with direction along positive x-axis. Along positive x-axis or positive y-axis or positive y-axis is considered positive. Is considered positive. Is considered positive. ड्रॉ दिस, अंडरलाइन, पॉजिटिव को अंडरलाइन कर दीजिए. अपवर्ड और that is upward or towards the RHS, towards the right hand side. RHS means right hand side, towards the right hand side. Force is positive, force is positive. Next point, force with direction along negative x-axis, or negative y-axis, is considered negative. Right, underline the negative term. Negative. That is downward or towards the LHS, force. LHS means left hand side. LHS force is negative. Okay. Next, positive force. So draw this arrow mark towards the positive direction or towards the upward direction, right hand side or upward direction. Okay. Next point is negative force. भी draw कर सकते towards the negative x-axis or downward direction. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is very important. This concept you have to remember. Whatever I have said, sign convention. So all the problems are depending on the sign convention only. If anyone is having any doubt, now only you have to ask me about the sign convention.
Thank you, sir.
Positive x-axis means what? Positive force मतलब क्या है? It will be moving in the positive x-axis or positive y-axis or right hand side or upward direction. Next, negative force मतलब क्या है? It will be moving in the negative direction of x or negative direction the y direction. See, I will show some of the examples. How will be? See, resolution of forces. What is resolution of force? So resolution of force मतलब क्या है? It is resolution or splitting. एक force है. Okay. So don't write down anything. Just concentrate here. This is एक force है. F force. I have to resolve this into two components. Along x-axis Fx, along the y-axis Fy. So this force F is making an angle theta with respect to horizontal. Then how it will be splitted? So if this is a force F, so consider this is one triangle. So what is this? What is this one? This is इसको क्या बोलते हैं हम? This is hypotenuse, correct? This is hypotenuse. So opposite to the theta. Theta को opposite है तो इसको क्या बोलते हैं? This is opposite side. Opposite side. So what about this one? This is adjacent side. So theta को adjacent है. That's why it is called as adjacent. Theta को opposite है. That's why it is called as opposite. And this is hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse. So I need to find out the Fx. What is Fx? Fx means the x component of a force F. Okay, this is a force F, is the x component is Fx. So always Fx is it is a component of a force F moving along a x direction. Next, what about the Fy? Fy is the component of the force F moving in the y direction. So how to find out the component of x? Fx कैसे find out करने का sir? So think that this is one triangle. ओके ये ट्राइंगल में मैंने एक sin थीटा अप्लाई करते हैं. So can you tell me what is sin theta from this triangle?
Opposite side upon hypotenuse.
Okay, opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite
Hypotenuse.
upon hypotenuse. Opposite में क्या है? Opposite में क्या है? I don't. Okay, this is Fy. So this Fy component will be equal to
Fy.
Fy. Okay, can I write it is Fy? Okay, I will write it is Fy. What about the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse में क्या है? That is equal to F. Fy. So here आपको क्या मिलेगा? Fy. So Fy is equal to F into sin
Sin theta.
theta. So this is the your Fy component. Okay. Next, if I consider cos theta, what is cos theta? Cos theta is equal
Adjacent
to
side upon hypotenuse.
adjacent side upon hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Adjacent is what? What is adjacent? That is fx. This is adjacent.
Fx.
Okay, this is fx. Next, what about the hypotenuse? That is f. So I want to find out the fx. So what is fx? Fx is equal to f
F into cos theta.
theta.
F into cos
So these are the two component forces. Okay, so fx means f cos theta, fy means f sin theta. Always you have to remember this one. Fx always x component is f cos theta and y component is f sin theta. So theta should be with respect to horizontal. With respect to horizontal. Okay, so this theta always with respect to horizontal में रहने का, then only you will get fx x component and y component. So just see one more example, just a resolution of force. This is a force F, this is theta. Okay, this is horizontal component. fx भी बोल सकते और fh भी बोल सकते. fh मतलब horizontal component, fv मतलब vertical component. So what is vertical component? That is f sin theta. Then what is horizontal component? Yes, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. What is horizontal component? F cos theta. Okay, whether this force is positive direction or a negative direction. Vertical is moving upward direction or downward direction?
Upward direction.
Upward direction means positive or negative?
Positive.
Yes,
Positive.
this vertically force is, it is positive direction. What about this horizontal component? So this fh is negative. This is also positive because this fh is moving in horizontal direction. Okay, this is also positive. So whatever I have done the calculation, the same calculation is given here. Okay, see, this is the resultant. एक force है. Okay, एक force is split into fx component, fy component. What is the fy component? This fy component will be fy component will be, what is this one? F sin theta. What is fx? F cos theta. Horizontal component, vertical component. So fx is f cos theta. Fy is f sin theta. Okay. So up till now, how to find out the horizontal component and how to find out the vertical component we have seen. So in the next class, if now whatever we have studied, okay, is it in first quadrant or second quadrant or third quadrant or fourth quadrant?
First quadrant.
First quadrant. Yes, good. So force is in first quadrant. इसके लिए हमको क्या आ गया? दोनों positive आ गया. Okay. So if the force is in second quadrant, if it is in third quadrant, if it is in fourth quadrant, how it will be? Correct.
One positive, one negative, positive, positive, negative,
Yes,
negative.
that we will study in the next class. Okay. See the positive force. So x क्या है? X is in positive direction.
Positive.
Direction. Y is also positive. So
Positive.
the first quadrant में क्या हो गया? Fx will be positive.
Positive.
And Fy will be positive.
Positive.
Fx equal to f cos theta, Fy is equal to f sin theta. Both are positive. अभी देखो second figure में fx x is in positive second quadrant में
Negative.
negative रहता है.
Negative.
Y is
Positive.
positive रहता है. So theta is with respect to horizontal. See, fx is
Horizontal.
equal to minus f
Minus
cos
f
theta
cos theta.
and Fy is equal to plus f sin theta. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, second quadrant में ऐसे रहता है. So in case if you go to the third quadrant में how will be x and y? X and y कैसे रहता?
Sir, one negative, I mean both negative
Both
and
are
both
negative.
positive.
Yes, both are negative. Yeah, third quadrant,
Both are
x
negative,
is
sir.
negative, y is negative. Hence, fx component is minus f
Minus
cos
f.
theta, and fy component is minus f sin theta. Next, fourth quadrant में x positive रहता, y
Or
is
y negative.
negative.
Y
That's
negative.
why fx is plus cos theta and fy is
Minus f
minus
sin theta.
Minus sin theta.
f sin theta. Okay, so this one you have to, when you are coming for the next class, you have to draw, write the classification of forces, and you have to draw all these four quadrants. Okay, a diagram निकलने का, you have to write this formula. Okay, in the next
Yes,
class.
sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes, sir.
the remaining part we will study what is this one in the next class only.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone clear? Is it?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Is there
Sir.
any problem? Okay, so now I will wind up the class. Okay, so remaining part we will take in the next class.
Sir, notes, send notes and PPT on
Notes and
group.
PPT. Okay, ये टीचिंग डायरी आपको देख रहे हैं ना, सो उधर मैंने अपडेट करते हैं.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
ओके, सो वीडियो भी रहते, उसके बाद वो पीपीटी एंड नोट्स भी मैंने अपलोड करते हैं. ठीक है?
Okay.
Okay, whatever I have given homework today, you have to write it and come. Okay, in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.